Hey everybody, welcome to Dead by Daylight. This is going to be my Road to Rank 1 Killer series. I'll do my best to explain throughout what's happening. So, the game is an asymmetric multiplayer that is a 1v4. So, we got a killer, me, versus a bunch of survivors, these guys. Can you not touch my hook? Anyways. Getting on you. Getting on you. Fuck, this corn is hard to see. Hey, he's back at my hook, trying to screw it. No? No. Okay. Alright, so, you got 4 survivors, 1 killer. The killer has to hit each survivor twice, sometimes once, with certain circumstances, to knock them to the ground, and then they have to pick them up and bring them to a hook and hang them on it. Some circumstances, you don't need to, you can leave them on the ground to bleed, but they can be picked up or revived or brought down from the hook by their fellow survivors. And the goal is for the survivors to activate 5 generators and open up the exit to leave. The killer has to kill as many survivors as possible. The difficulty comes, as you can see with this. There's also perks and shit each survivor has. There's specific ones, teachable ones to other classes. It's a class system. There's someone at this, can you get off my hook? And you don't touch my fucking generator. I didn't give you the right. But, yeah, there's, items everyone can pick up. There's, like, chests. Get the fuck out of here. Each killer has their own special little ability. The trapper has bear traps that you can play that are scattered around the map, and you can just place them. The wraith, which is what I'm playing, has an invisibility. While he can't act during the invisibility, oh my god, he's gonna cheese the infinite, isn't he? Yeah. No point in trying to bother. And then the hillbilly has a chainsaw he can rev, and dash forward after revving it all the way. How it works is, if he hits someone with the chainsaw, it's an instant down. Can you not touch my generator, bud? I guess you're just gonna... Yeah, you're just gonna figure stuff. You can have that one then. But, the chainsaw one-hits me, which brings him down instantly, but it's kind of hard to land. Hey, you're injured, aren't you? Hey, come back! Yo, dude, I just want to fuck with it. Wraith has the longest range out of any of the killers, so he can lunge at people and shit, so it's pretty good. We're gonna place this guy on this hook. And the infinite I was talking about over there with that guy, every map, there's just like a few windows that they can access, that it's literally like, as long as they're not idiots, the killer can not possibly actually catch them. And a lot of people abuse it. It's not meant to be in the game, but a lot of people just abuse it. And it's really annoying as a killer. There's literally nothing you do. You just have to leave them and try to find somebody else. I'm just going after this guy because he's gonna die. Each survivor has a sort of hook time. I bet this is way too loud. But each survivor has a sort of hook time associated with them. At the start, they don't have to do anything. They can attempt to escape, which will lower the time each time they fail, but it allows them to get a chance to get off the hook themselves, at least. After that, when they're put on the hook again, they have to hit the spacebar really rapidly. And doing so, they'll prevent the inevitable, but if they get pulled down in that state, the next time they're put up, they die. And that's it. Which is what you saw there. He was struggling to begin with, and when the other survivor pulled him down from his perch, I put him back on, and he died. So, this is looking like I'm not going to be able to catch all of them. This ain't going to be a 4 kill, but I can certainly try for 2. Yeah, I did. I heard him. As the killer, you can see people's, like, running marks. You can see them running. Like this guy. I saw that he was around, I heard him, and then I followed the marks. Like, see all these marks? Whenever the survivor runs, they leave those behind. Hey! Whenever a survivor's hit, they also get a huge burst of speed, so you have to keep that in mind. I'm getting this guy. They're upstairs. Eh. No, you don't. You can catch survivors doing things, and you just pull them out of it, and it's basically like an instant kill. Oh, it's not down there. There's also a basement, basically, that has hooks that cannot be broken. The rest of these hooks can be broken, but they're in the basement. The 4 hooks on there, they don't go away after you kill somebody on them. In addition, they also don't. What you call it? They can't be tampered with. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'll explain the ranking system after the match, and probably a little bit more in depth. She's healing herself. Gotcha! So the last person has a choice. He can either go save himself or try to come save his comrades. I know where both are. Basically, she'll be around there. She, when you're down, you can crawl around. You can even escape while you're down, so there's all that. But they gotta make a choice. They're either leaving, or they're leaving, or they're coming to try and save their buddies. One for more points, or just to be nice. But this guy's dead. Now let's go hunt down the other lady. Oh, are you here? Hey, you're here. Come with me. I got something to show you. Let's go. Yeah, here's a nice one. Right here. Right here. Ah. Delicious. It looks like... Oh, no, he left. He left, so that's it. As you can see, he's attempting to struggle now, and it's furthering the progress of whatever this is. But, as you can see, find the exit in the bottom left there, above where the players are. There's find the exit, as well as, or this little trapdoor, which is right. If you're the last survivor alive, and you have at least 2 generators done, there's always a trapdoor on the map that you can go to escape from, so. There's also an item survivors can hold to open that right away, but you still need 2 generators at least. So yeah, that's the first match. Nice 3 kill. I'm gonna get a pip for my ranking. The ranking system I'll explain how that works after this. I'll explain the out of game stuff in this episode here. So that's a pretty good win. It's not a complete win. It's not a 4 kill, but pretty good. Pretty good showing. Got a ruthless victor here. I might turn down the. I would really like to. So here's the point screen. As you see, there's 4 categories. The survivors have 4 categories as well, but we're focusing on the killer, so we're going to focus on the killers. So there's brutality, which is breaking things, hitting players, stopping players, grabbing players. Anything that involves, like, hitting or maiming players or breaking shit is brutality. There is a max points you can earn per round, but brutality is probably the hardest one to catch in. Deviousness is using your killer's ability, as far as I can tell. So, like, going invisible in the Wraith and coming out of invisibility and hitting someone will grant you devious points. I'm not really sure what else does. You just hitting people, coming uncloaked right in front of somebody or making them break something counts as that. As a trapper, placing traps, trapping people, picking them up from being trapped, that counts. Hillbilly, would be using the chainsaw and running around with it, hitting somebody with it will grant more devious points. Hunter is finding a survivor after you, like, seeing a survivor after not seeing one, or losing them and finding them again. You gain 200 points every time you see a survivor that you haven't seen in a bit. Chasing them, after the chase is finished, you'll get chase points. And basically anything that involves just hunting them, just chasing them around. And sacrifices, this goes for hooking players, so landing them on the hook will get you points, and landing more, it just continues going until they just die. And then sacrificing, when they're sacrificed, which is when they die on the hook, it'll give you a lot of points for sacrificing. If a player leaves, you'll gain brutality and sacrifice points. So if they DC or something, you'll gain a healthy amount for those. That was implemented recently to help the DCing problem. Killing a player with your bare hands, letting bleed out, will give you brutality. And as you can see, the ranking, I started at rank 15. I meant to record the last game I played, which is where I got this pip, but I forgot to. But as you each time you earn a pip, you can earn a 2 per match. You keep going and getting higher and higher rank. I don't think it really means much to show how much how long you've been winning or doing well in your games. The goal is to hit rank 1. At ski blood points, we can progress our killer, gain perks and all that. I'll go through that this once in the episode, and then I'll just keep it to the short games we have, long games. This is how many points we earned. Not too much brutality, we only hit them a few times. We dragged the guy off. The race is really good for devious points, as much as I'll say. And then the scoreboard. As you can see, we have this guy, he escaped, and he got a pip. He needed at least 10,000 to earn a pip. These guys did not earn pips, but they have all their perks. The perks I'm running are Bloodhound, which lets just, when I hit somebody, the blood they leave behind from after me hitting them will last for longer, and it's more visible. And then I have a Wraith exclusive perk called Shadowborn. It just makes it so my vision, my FOV gets larger, as well as clearing up, it basically makes everything brighter for me. Though when the survivors are using the item that's a flashlight, if they blind you with it, it lasts 50% longer, and it's harder to, it takes longer. It affects me faster, but it also takes longer for me to get out of it. So, hitting enter here, we'll come in here, and go to our loadout. As you see, here is the Trapper. Played a good bit of him. I haven't played Hillbilly just because I don't think the chainsaw's too great. It's good for hitting people, but nothing else. This is the Blood Web. It's fairly already done. I'm pretty far into level 15. The levels on your character are, every time you complete a Blood Web, it'll produce a new one for you. So, at level 10, the entity, which is what the thing that brings them up into the sky, it starts taking away perks that you didn't pick up. And at level 15, you'll unlock another perk slot. These following ones are earned after every 5 levels after 15. You start with 1 to begin. But I was going for, I got this mystery box. Let's get this add-on. I'll explain this as well. We'll get this offering, and then we'll just pick up this because. Alright, so one more before we level up. So as you can see, my powers, the Wailing Bell lets me go invisible. I move faster while invisible, but I cannot attack or interact with anything long. Add-ons are just add-ons to your equipment. Players get add-ons for the certain items they can pick up, but they can only put them on if they're starting with the item. I won't really explain how survivors earn too much because that's not the focus of this, but... So, like, say if we put the Bone Clapper on, it's a common add-on, and it slightly reduces the range at which our bell can be heard when we're ringing it, going invisible and out of visibility. Blind Warrior just makes it so we are more resistant to flashlights. Blink lets us disappear faster, and Ghost, while we're standing still while uncloaking, we gain stealth, which means when the killers are unstealth, basically, they emit a radius of terror, so survivors will hear a heartbeat, music will start to pick up, and the closer you are to them, the louder and faster the heartbeat. Being stealth and having your terror radius reduced to 0 means they won't be able to hear a heartbeat, even if you're visible standing behind them. As long as they're not looking at you, they won't know that. That's pretty much about it. Offerings, these are consumed every match, basically, and they provide a benefit like Shredder Plate. It slightly increases the chance of being sent to the Autohaven Wreckers base map. There's 3 different base maps. There's the Macmillan Estate, the one we just saw, the Coldwind Farms, as well as the Autohaven Wreckers. Each have a different sub layout that determines where generators are placed, as well as the hatch. You got the Faint Regen, which there's a mist that slightly rolls around. I'm pretty sure you saw it pretty easily because there was a offering that greatly increased the amount of dark mist on the map. This is an uncommon, just gives us an even better chance of getting this area. Cattle Tag gives us Coldwind Farm. And then this Unscratched Coin, which is one specific to killers, it prevents one chest from appearing, which is if a player opens a chest, they get points as well as an item that's inside, so like a med kit or a toolbox or a flashlight. But with that, I don't think there's much more I should explain. I'll explain more like stuff next episode, but I don't plan for these to be too long, maybe like 15-20 minutes at most. So I hope you all enjoy, and see you next time. Bye!